you. Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. President, we believe that the Chief Counsel for the Defense has a manifestation.
The Chief Counsel for the Defense.
I was about to move for resetting, Your Honor, because it's already 6:40.
Yes.
Secondly, the witnesses whom we intend to present had already asked our permission to be able to leave, Your Honor.
Yes. Majority Floor Leader.
So,
Mr. President, we have other matters.
Yeah, proceed.
Mr. President, on the participation of lawyers of Chief Justice Corona in the press conference alleging that some senator judges were offered 100 million pesos each to defy the TRO issued by the Supreme Court, the impeachment court required the defense counsel, particularly Attorney Jose M. Roy III, to cite the source of their information and the names of the senator judges offered. Attorney Jose M. Roy III was cited for indirect contempt yesterday, and the penalty to be imposed was discussed in caucus. The impeachment court is now ready to rule, Mr. President.
Thank you. Well, the ruling of this court is as follows. In relation to the finding of this court that there are sufficient and justifiable reasons for citing Attorney Jose M. Roy III for indirect contempt of court, Attorney Roy is hereby reprimanded for not being candid and for taking lightly his commitment to the court by failing and or refusing to give the required information. This court must assert its dignity and honor in these proceedings. The implication of the statement of one of the members of the defense panel is rather serious because it in effect suggests that this court could be paid in making a decision. And I do not think that it is proper, that is a proper thing to even think about this impeachment court. We may be politicians, but we have our own integrity and honor that we have earned over time. The court would like to remind and sternly warn the parties that it will not tolerate any further act which would cause any disrespect to the court or any of its senator judges so ordered.
Mr. President.
Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Mr. Presiding Officer,
Yes.
may I be heard, Your Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Presiding Officer, my apology and the apology of the Defense Counsel is on record. We stand by our actions. I accept your judgment, and I thank you for sparing Defense Counsel. Be that as it may, it is my privilege to serve the penalty in behalf of Defense Counsel. I honor the judgment of the court, and we all stand reprimanded, and we shall be guided accordingly. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. President, this morning, Counsel for Chief Justice Corona filed a motion to cite the House Majority Floor Leader, Neptali Gonzalez Jr., guilty of contempt of court. Mr. President, to allow our colleagues time to go over the pleading filed, I move that the matter be taken up at our caucus on Monday, 19 March 2012.
Is there any objection? There being none, the motion shall be considered by the court in its caucus on Monday, March 19, 2012.
Mr. Presiding Officer?
Yes. What's the pleasure of the Chief Defense Prosecution?
With respect to that motion, to cite in contempt the Majority Leader, we will file an opposition before the caucus on Monday.
Noted.
That's all,
Noted.
Mr. President.
Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. President, may we ask the Sergeant at Arms to make an announcement?
The Sergeant at Arms will now please make the announcement.
Please all rise. All persons are commanded